Welcome back to Apple Insider. Today, I'm really excited to bring you a deep dive review of the BlackBerry Passport 2 5G. Yes, a bold name and a bold return to form, marrying nostalgia with modern tech. Whether you're a longtime BlackBerry fan or just curious about something different in the smartphone world, you're in the right place. Stick around because by the end of this video you'll know if this device is worth your time, money and attention. Let's kick things off with point 1. Design and build quality. The first thing you'll notice when you pick up the Passport 2 5G is its distinctive shape and style. It doesn't try to look like every other slab smartphone on the market. This device brings back that wide, unconventional form factor, and the build quality matches the ambition. The frame feels robust and premium, and the materials give you a real sense of solidity in hand. The design accommodates a wide display and what appears to be a physical QWERTY keyboard, or at least a nod to it depending on the exact model you get, a feature that stands out in 2025 when almost everything is touchscreen only. A wide device like this does have trade-offs. It won't be as easily pocketable as ultra-slim phones, and the ergonomics are different. You'll have to shift how you hold it, how you type, and how you interact. But if you appreciate build character and differentiation, this is a strong point in favor of the Passport 2. In short, it looks and feels like a statement device, one that steps away from the crowd. Display. Moving on to the display, the Passport 2 5G brings some impressive specs if you take the rumored numbers at face value. We're talking a large Super AMOLED display, some sources suggest around 6.5, or even 6.7, with modern protection like Gorilla Glass 7 and 5G capable internals. The screen size and technology mean you'll get vivid colors, strong contrast, and modern visual fidelity, ideal for media, browsing, productivity. Because the body is wider than typical phones, the display gives you more horizontal real estate for reading, multitasking, and viewing content. That said, wide phones also can feel a bit unwieldy for one-hand use, and the exact resolution refresh rate isn't fully confirmed in the rumors, so while the expectations are high, we should temper them by noting this is mostly based on projected specs rather than a final, tested unit. For someone who values screen real estate and immersive viewing, the Passport 2's display could very well be a standout. Performance. Performance is the next key area, and again this device promises modern hardware. Rumor has it we're dealing with a Snapdragon 888 chipset or equivalent 5G-ready processor, paired with generous RAM options, the 10th of August 12GB, and large storage tiers. If those specs hold up in real-world use, you'll be getting flagship-level speed, smooth multitasking, fast load times, and capability for demanding apps or games. On paper, that means the Passport 2 can keep up with most of its premium rivals. What we don't know yet is how the software and optimization will hold up, how thermals will behave in a wide body, and whether the wide form factor introduces any compromises, for example in cooling or grip. But from what we can gather, performance will not be a weakness, it's a strength. If you're someone who wants a device that flies through tasks, this is promising territory. Camera. Let's talk cameras. The rumors suggest a quite ambitious setup. Perhaps a triple rear camera arrangement with something like a 108 megapixels main sensor paired with secondary modules, 32 megapixels, 5 megapixels etc., and a high-res front camera, 64 megapixels in some reports. On the face of it, that's a competitive spec sheet. In practice, what matters is how those cameras perform in everyday conditions. Low light, HDR, motion, video, etc. From the design renders and leaks, the Passport 2 seems to aim high. If it succeeds, you'll have a device capable of taking very good photos and videos, which is increasingly expected even in niche form factors. On the flip side, until we see full reviews, we don't know exactly how well the lenses, software processing, stabilization, and image quality will stack up against flagship peers. So while the camera system should be solid, I'd caution you not to assume it will beat the very best camera phones, but it may very well offer excellent results and add another reason to consider this phone. Battery life. Battery life is another major piece of the puzzle. The rumors here are extremely generous, a 6,900 mAh battery in one spec sheet, with fast charging and wireless charging support. That is a large capacity by any standard, which suggests the Passport 2 could be a device that lasts very comfortably across a full day, perhaps even into a second day under moderate use. The wide body gives room for that size battery, and if the efficient AMOLED screen and optimized software are paired well, you might get some excellent endurance. Now, as with any battery claim, real-world use will tell the story. The size of the display, refresh rate, network use, especially 5G, and software efficiency all impact battery life. But based purely on specs, this is a big positive. If you're a heavy user, lots of browsing, streaming, multitasking, this device shows potential to keep pace. Software and features. The next point covers software and features, and here things get interesting. With the Passport 2 5G we're expecting modern Android, some reports indicate Android 12 with 5G support, wireless charging, USB that meets current standards, IP rating, rumored IP69 in some leaks, and more. All of these would make it modern and feature-rich. One of the distinctive aspects of this phone is its wide form factor and possibly keyboard heritage, that gives it a unique user experience compared to most smartphones. Features like a physical keyboard or hybrid touch keyboard input still appeal to a niche but dedicated audience. On the software side you'll want responsiveness, timely updates, security patches, the usual ecosystem smoothness. One caveat, since this device is somewhat niche and branding around BlackBerry has changed, support and long-term updates may be less certain than for major flagship brands. So while the feature list is strong and unique, you should factor in how comfortable you are with potential longer-term software support dynamics. Value for money. Lastly, value for money. From the leaked, rumored pricing, the Passport 2 5G is expected to start at around $510 or equivalent in other markets for entry models. If the specs, build, and user experience deliver as promised, that could represent very good value, especially given the unique design and full feature set. The question you'll ask is, if I can get similar specs in a more mainstream phone from a bigger brand, does the Passport 2 offer enough unique value, form factor, keyboard, experience to justify choosing it? For many, the answer could be yes, especially if you value the uniqueness and the performance isn't compromised. For others, the mainstream flagship might still feel like the safer bet. So here the Passport 2 stands tall. If you buy it and it hits expectations, you're getting strong value with distinctiveness, but as always, check real-world performance, availability, software update policy, and how well it supports the networks in your country. Conclusion. So that wraps up the details. Now let me give you my clear verdict on the BlackBerry Passport 2 5G. From what we've seen, it ticks nearly all the boxes: bold, premium design and build, impressive display, flagship caliber performance, ambitious camera specs, large battery capacity, modern software and features, and a potentially compelling value proposition. If you're someone who wants a standout phone that doesn't look like every other device, and you appreciate the physical keyboard legacy or wide body style, this could be a very smart choice. On the other hand, if you prefer the safest mainstream option, want guaranteed years of support, and don't care about experimental form factors, you might lean toward a more conventional flagship instead. But if you're ready to embrace something different, a device that stands out, that delivers high specs, and offers a unique experience, then the Passport 2 5G deserves your serious consideration. I'll certainly be keeping a close eye on it and testing one thoroughly when it becomes widely available. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review and found it helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to Apple Insider for more deep dives, and let me know in the comments whether you're excited about seeing physical keyboards make a comeback. Until next time, take care and I'll catch you in the next video.